So, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Um, Today, we will be discussing about the National Bureau of Investigation, which is under the Department of Justice. So, ano nga ba ang ating National Bureau of Investigation? The National Bureau of Investigation, or the NBI, is a constituent line agency that operates directly under the administrative supervision of the Department of Justice in the Philippines. Together, they form a critical backbone of the country's law enforcement, legal, and criminal justice systems. So, ano lang siya, ang connection ng dalawa is, ang ating Department of Justice, isa siyang administration, which the NBI is parang under siya ng ating Department of Justice. And hindi naman sa pagiging independent, but they also help each other para um, maisagawa ang isang mission. Kaya nga, together, they form a critical backbone of the country's law enforcement, legal, and criminal justice system. And under our Department of Justice pala, madami siyang agencies na hinahawakan. And andito sila. Here are the agencies: the Bureau of Corrections, Bureau of Immigrations, Parole and Probation Administration, Presidential Commission on Good Government, and then, wait lang. Public Attorney's Office, Office for Alternative Dispute Resolution, Office of the Government Corporate Counsel, Office of the Solicitor General, Land Registration Authority, and lastly, our National Bureau of Investigation. I'm not sure kung lahat na ng agencies na nasabi ko is andun na talaga lahat. Pwede niyo namang i-search yung ibang agencies na under ng ating DOJ kung incomplete yung nabigay. So, ang main focus kasi natin dito is ang ating National Bureau of Investigation or the NBI. And ano nga ba ang ating NBI? So, ang history nito is the NBI did not start as an independent bureau. It evolved from a specialized unit within the Philippine Constabulary or the PC and the Department of Justice. The Philippine Constabulary era, 1936, on November 13, 1936, President Manuel L. Quezon signed Commonwealth Act number 181, which created the Division of Investigation or the DI. This division was patterned after the US FBI was originally a small unit under the Department of Justice, staffed by personnel handpicked from the Philippine Constabulary and other agencies. Republic Act number 157 of 1947. After World War II, the DI was formally reorganized on June 19, 1947. Republic Act number 157 was passed, officially creating the Bureau of Investigation. This law expanded its functions and gave it its own budget and organizational structure. Renaming to NBI around 1947 pa rin, on October 4, 1947, renaming to NBI 1947, on October 4, 1947, by virtue of Executive Order number 94, the Bureau of Investigation was renamed the National Bureau of Investigation. As what I have said earlier, ang ating Bureau of Investigation is na-rename siya year 1947. So, ang ating NBI is wala pa siyang word na national noon. By virtue of Executive Order number 94, nalagyan siya ng word na national, and may ginawa na itong NBI or the National Bureau of Investigation. So, our modernization of 2016, the most recent major legislative change is Republic Act number 10867, also known as the NBI Reorganization and Modernization Act of 2016. Ulitin ko, Modernization 2016, The most recent major legislative change is Republic Act number 10867, also known as the NBI Reorganization and Modernization Act of 2016. Bale, this law upgraded the salary grades of NBI personnel and mandated the modernization of its forensic and investigative capabilities. Um, ang ating NBI Reorganization and Modernization Act of 2016, it's not just about the organization, the agency itself, but also for the personals working on it. Gaya na nga ng sinabi ko kanina, this law upgraded the salary grades of NBI personnel and mandated the modernization of its forensic and investigative capabilities. Of course, they need to fix something in order to successfully successfully fix a certain issue. And then, syempre, kung yung mga bagay-bagay is very old na, like for example, a certain mission is that parang ang hirap niya gawin. So, ang ating mga NBI nahihirapan na, parang napag-isip-isip ng agency na ipataas ang kanilang salary grades para naman, of course, ma-motivate sila, ma-inspire na gawin ang kanilang trabaho. Also, yung kanilang forensic and investigative capabilities, parang ginawan sila ng way para ma-train ulit in order for them to ma-upgrade ba yung kanilang forensic and investigative capabilities. So, next is the National Bureau of Investigation or the NBI. So, its inception on November 13, 1936. Upon approval of Commonwealth Act number 181 by the legislature, it was the brainchild of the late President Manuel L. Quezon and Jose A. Yulo, then Secretary of Justice. And then, tasked with organizing a division of investigation or DI patterned after the United States Federal Bureau of Investigation, where Thomas Dugan, a veteran American police captain from the New York Police Department, and Flaviano C. Guerrero. Puro American ano ang mga nandito. And the only Filipino member of the United States Federal Bureau of Investigation is si Flaviano C. Guerrero. And on the basis of stiff physical, mental, and moral standards, 45 men were selected as agents from among 300 applicants. Out of 300, 45 lang ang selected as agents from the applicants. So, the complement this investigative force was a civilian staff composed of doon sa ating 45 men na na-select from the 300 applicants, we have here doctors, chemists, fingerprints technicians, photographers, stenographers, and clerks. So, tapos na tayo sa ating history. I hope naintindihan nyo yun. Kung hindi, may copy naman. Sa ating mandate, proceed na tayo sa ating mandate. The National Bureau of Investigation or the NBI undertakes efficient detection and investigation of crimes and other offenses against the law of the Philippines upon its own initiative, and as public interest may require, renders technical assistance upon request in the investigation and detection of crimes and other offenses, coordinates with other national and local police agencies, of course, in the maintenance of peace and order, and establishes and maintains an up-to-date scientific crime laboratory. It acts as a national clearinghouse of criminal and other information for the use of all prosecuting and law enforcement entities of the Philippines. Identification records of identifying marks, characteristics, and ownership of profession of all firearms, as well as the test bullets fired therefrom And yun na ang ating mandate. Wait lang. So, for our next topic, which is about division, mission, and philosophy, and the rest, sa ating group mates na din.
Hello, so I am Paul from NBI Group, and I will be presenting the core values of NBI, the mission, and the vision. But first, let's dwell to the core values. So, what is the core values of NBI? So, the core values of NBI are the foundation of how the NBI serves the public. So, there are five core values of NBI. So, the first core value is integrity. But what do we mean by integrity? So integrity means that being honest and saying no to corruption. And second core values is what? Professionalism. So professionalism means that doing our job with discipline, respect, and competence. And the third is accountability. So what is accountability is? Accountability, it is to take responsibility for every action and decision. And the next is excellence. So excellence means that always improving our skills and providing better service. And lastly, service. So what do we mean by service? It means that protecting the Filipino people and helping bring justice. And let's go now for the mission. So what is the mission of NBI? So the mission of NBI is to provide fast and effective investigative services while making sure that every investigation is fair, unbiased, and follows the law. And in short, the NBI is committed to serving the people with honesty and professionalism. And what is the vision of NBI? So the vision of NBI is to become trusted and respected investigate institution. So their goal is to for the public to have confidence in the NBI because of its professionalism, integrity, and quality of service. And to sum it up, the NBI follows strong values, works hard to fulfill its mission, and also it aims to become an investigative agency that every Filipino can trust.
Next topic is organizational structure of NBI. The National Bureau of Investigation has only one main director who leads the entire agency, and the director is assisted by several deputy directors, each in charge of different service areas such as administrative service, legal service, technical service, and we have the deputy director for operations. The key departments of NBI and their functions. First is the investigative services. The investigative services is the main department of the NBI and work as its operational core. They handle many kinds of criminal cases such as fraud, murder, kidnapping, and corruption. The agents in this department collect evidence, witnesses, and work with other law enforcement agencies to make sure that criminals are caught and brought to justice. Next is the intelligence services. The work of intelligence services department is uh, focusing focuses in finding and studying information about crimes and possible threats. The goal is to prevent crimes before they happen. The agents of this division also works with the armed forces and national police to share important information that helps keep the country safe. Next is the forensic services. The work of the Forensic Services Department is scientific and technical, help during investigations. Agents of this department do fingerprint matching, DNA testing, ballistic checks, and digital forensics. Their work helps ensure that all investigations are supported by solid scientific proof. And last is we have the legal service. This division provides legal advice and support to the NBI. They make sure that all investigation and arrests and reports follow the law. This department also represents the NBI in court, prepares legal documents, and ensures that the Bureau's actions are fair and lawful. Also, we have three administrative and support services in NBI. First is we have the human resources. Human resources or HR section takes care of recruiting, training, and guiding the NBI employees. They help agents and staff grow in their careers and ensures that everyone meets the high standards of honesty and professionalism expected in Europe. Next is we have the finance and budget. The finance and budget office handles all the money matters of the NBI such as salaries, expenses, and fund distribution. They make sure that every peso is spent properly and transparently, following the government auditing rules. And last, we have the Information Technology Division. They manages the NBI's computers, databases, and online systems, including the NBI clearance system. As a cyber threats, they continue to grow. Their department works to protect the NBI's data. They maintain and secure the system and make sure that citizens can easily access online NBI services anytime. These are the three administrative and support services. We have the human resources, finance and budget, and information technology. Next is we have three specialized units and the roles according to structure of NBI. First is we have the Cybercrime Division. Cybercrime Division investigates crimes done using computers or the internet such as online scams, hacking, and identity theft. They work together with the Department of Information and Communications Technology and international partners to track down and arrest digital criminals. Next is we have the Anti-Trafficking Division. Anti-Human Trafficking Division fights against modern slavery including sexual exploitation and illegal recruitment. This unit helps rescue victims, catch traffickers, and file criminal cases under the Anti-Trafficking in Persons Act to protect the vulnerable individuals. And lastly, we have the Environmental Crimes Division. This division handles cases that break environmental laws such as illegal logging, wildlife trading, and population. They work to help the government protect the natural resources and promote a cleaner, safer, and more sustainable environment for everyone.
So these are the powers and functions of the NBI. So actually we haven't inserted all. So I will discuss what is not present in our PPT or slide. So NBI serves as the country's premier investigative body with powers clearly defined by law to handle matters of national importance. So it's broad, yet properly guided duties to help ensure that justice is served even in very complicated or sensitive cases. So, ang NBI, its main work is to investigate crimes that affect the whole nation or too difficult for ordinary authorities to handle. So, ang NBI, hindi nila kailangang maghintay ng formal complaint before they act. Parang they can already start investigations on their own or act based on requests from the public or other government offices or from the president. So, NBI agents are considered peace officers. They can serve court warrants, make legal arrests, search, seize evidence, and they also issue subpoenas to require people to appear or submit important documents. So they also give priority to cases such as threats against top government officials, large-scale corruption, plunder, attacks on judges and prosecutors, human trafficking, terrorism, cybercrime, and other offenses that cross regions or other countries. So, NBI also manages the country's central repository of criminal and also the identification records. So, ang NBI, pinapangalagaan nila yung database ng fingerprints, criminal histories, DNA profiles, ballistic data, and other important documents. So, this is most familiar to the public, no? Through the NBI clearance. Kasi especially sa business permit. NBI clearance is required for employment, gaya ng sinabi ko, business permits, for travel, and yun, many legal transactions. So, by keeping accurate and updated information, they help courts also, employers, agencies, to make correct decisions, and also to assist in identifying victims of accidents or disasters. So, ang NBI, they also provide scientific and technical support to justice work. So, meron silang laboratories to examine evidence like digital data, question documents, weapons, and other biological samples. And also, their experts testify in court as reliable witnesses. So, they coordinate also with law enforcement from other countries to train investigators through the NBI Academy, to create specialized teams for serious threats, and work closely with prosecutors to build strong and solid cases. So, always remember that the NBI works alongside, not above, or other authorities like the PNP or the Philippine National Police. So, while the PNP focuses on general peacekeeping kasi and common crimes, ang NBI naman kasi is it takes on more complex high-level cases na need ng special skills or wider reach. So, lahat ng mga powers nila is sumusunod sa Constitution and batas, na ang goal lang nila naman is to protect the public, to uphold the law, to uphold the rule of law, and make sure that no one, or no matter how powerful, can escape accountability.
Good day, everyone. Today, I will be discussing the different investigative agencies in the Philippines and their roles in solving crimes. Before we just begin, let me share this quote. Justice begins with a proper investigation. This quote reminds us that before justice can be served, there must be a thorough and accurate investigation. That is why these agencies are very important. Now, let's talk about each agency. First is the National Bureau of Investigation, or NBI. The NBI investigates major crimes that affect the whole country. It also handles cases that happen in different regions, and cases assigned by the courts or the government. For example, if a large staff or a fraud syndicate is operating in several regions or the Philippines, the NBI will likely handle the investigation. They also investigate corruptions and violations of anti-graft laws. Next is the Criminal Investigation and Detection Group, or CIDG. The CIDG is a unit under the Philippine National Police, or PNP. It focuses on serious crimes and organized criminal groups. For example, the CIDG may conduct operations against kidnapping groups, illegal gun running syndicates, or large illegal drug manufacturing and distribution networks. The third agency is the Anti-Cybercrime Group, or ACG. As the name suggests, the ACG investigates crimes committing using computers and mobile phones and the internet, Some examples are online scams, hacking, identity theft, cyberbullying, and unauthorized access to bank accounts or online systems. Lastly, we have the PNP Forensic Group. Unlike the other agencies, the Forensic Group does not directly investigate crimes. Instead, they provide scientific evidence that helps investigators solve cases. For example, they examine fingerprints, compare DNA samples, analyze bloodstains, and identify firearms by examining bullets and the bullet shell found at the crime scenes. So, what is the difference between these agencies? The NBI handles national and high-profile cases. The CIDG investigates serious and organized crimes. The ACG focuses on cybercrimes and online offenses. And the PNP Forensic Group supports all investigators by examining and analyzing evidence using science. To conclude, each agency has its own important responsibility, but they all work together with one goal: to solve crimes and protect the public and help deliver justice. And I'll end my report with this quote: the right agency working with the right evidence leads to the right justice. Thank you, and that concludes my presentation.
So again, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I will be discussing the jurisdictions of the NBI from the other agencies. So we have here NBI, CIDG, ACG, and PNP Forensic Group. So number one, we have the NBI, and it is a national jurisdiction. The National Bureau of Investigation, or the NBI, has nationwide authority to investigate serious and complex crimes. It handles organized crimes, corruption, cybercrime, terrorism, human trafficking, financial crimes, and other cases that requires specialized investigations. The NBI may also investigate cases upon the order of the President, the Secretary of Justice, or when crimes involve national interest. So, gaya ng nabanggit, it is a national jurisdiction. Nationwide na issues ang mga ito. Example, the 2017 Resort World Manila attack. The NBI led the investigation because it was a high-profile incident involving multiple deaths and national security concerns. So, sa ating NBI, hinahawakan nila yung parang malalaking issues ng ating bansa. Kaya nga nasabi dito na national jurisdiction siya. So, another one, 2024 Bamban Pogo investigation. The NBI investigated allegations of human trafficking, illegal detention, cybercrime, and other organized criminal activities. Basta ang isipin natin sa NBI is siya, national, parang sa mga malalaking issues. And then next is yung CIDG. Organized and index crimes. The Criminal Investigation and Detection Group, or the CIDG, of the Philippine National Police focuses on investigating major crimes known as index crimes such as murder, homicide, rape, robbery, theft, and kidnapping. It also investigates organized criminal groups, syndicated crimes, illegal firearms, and other high-profile offenses. Examples: investigation of kidnapping for ransom syndicates operating across different provinces. Another one, investigation of bank robbery and organized robbery groups. And then last, missing sabongeros investigation. CIDG assisted in identifying suspects believed to be a part of unorganized criminal groups. Basta ang keyword natin dito sa CIDG, organized and index crimes, nandun yung talagang intention ng pag-commit ng crime. So next natin is si ACG. cyber offenses. The Anti-Cybercrime Group, or the ACG, is responsible for investigating crimes committed through computers, mobile phones, and the internet. These include online scams, hacking, identity theft, cyber libel, online child exploitation, phishing, and other violations of the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012. Ano siya? More on gamit sa technology, online. So examples are investigation of online investment scams targeting Filipinos, investigation of Facebook accounts, hacking and identity theft, investigation of phishing attacks involving stolen bank account information, digital forensic examination of computers and servers during the 2024 Bamban Pogo investigation. So, kung sa ating ACG is more on cybercrimes, dito naman tayo sa PNP Forensic Group, Forensic Analysis Support. The PNP Forensic Group provides scientific examinations and laboratory analysis to support criminal investigations. It performs fingerprint identification, DNA testing, ballistics examination, toxicology, question document examination, digital forensics, and crime scene processing. Their findings serve as evidence during investigations and court proceedings. And then some example are DNA analysis to identify victim or suspects. Of course, it is a PNP forensic group. Nandun na yung word na forensic. Fingerprint examination collected from crime scene. Ballistics examination during the 2020 Winston Ragos shooting investigation to match the firearm and bullets used. And then lastly, question document examination to determine whether document or signatures are genuine or forged. And to conclude the jurisdictions of the um four jurisdictions or for agencies, of course. In conclusion, each law enforcement agency has a specific jurisdiction and responsibility in investigating crimes. The NBI handles nationwide and high-profile cases, while the CIDG investigates organized and major index crimes. The Anti-Cybercrime Group, or the ACG, focuses on crime committed through digital technology, and the PNP Forensic Group provides scientific analysis of evidence to support investigations. Although their functions differ, these agencies work together to ensure that crimes are investigated thoroughly. Evidence is properly examined and justice is effectively served. Their coordinated efforts strengthen law enforcement and help maintain peace, order, and public safety in the Philippines. Of course, from the four jurisdictions, um, magkakaiba man yung kanilang ginagawa or yung kanilang uh, given na responsibility. Well, their main goal is to serve the people with peace, justice, and of course, order of the country. But all of the four were meant to um, create or ano ba, parang to achieve the same goal. Yan yung sinabi ko kanina, paulit-ulit tayo dito, ay ang ating peace and then justice tapos yung orderliness ng ating bayan. So that's it. Lastly, I will be discussing about the 5 actual cases that the NBIs were being involved in uh, accomplishing the said cases, or they are being involved in investigating the said cases. So our first case is the uh, our first case is the 2017 Resorts World Manila Attack Investigation. The 2017 Resorts World Manila Attack on June 2, 2017, of course. A lone gunman entered Resorts World Manila, fired shots, stole casino chips, and started fires inside the building. The smoke from the fire caused the deaths of 37 people, while the gunman later died by suicide. The NBI assisted the PNP in examining CCTV footage, collecting forensic evidence, interviewing witnesses, and identifying the suspect. The investigation concluded that the incident was motivated by robbery and gambling debts, not terrorism, despite initial claims by extremist groups. The case demonstrated the NBI's expertise in forensic science, crime scene investigation, and evidence analysis. So our second case, um, this was uh, this was happened last 2020. Case 2, 2020 Winston Ragos shooting investigation. Winston Ragos on April 21, 2020. Winston Ragos, a former soldier reportedly suffering from mental illness, was shot by a police officer at a quarantine checkpoint in Quezon City. The incident was captured on video and widely circulated on social media, leading to public concern. The NBI conducted an independent investigation by reviewing video evidence, interviewing witnesses, and examining forensic findings. The investigation found sufficient basis to recommend filing criminal charges against the police officer involved. So another is the case emphasized the NBI's role in ensuring accountability and conducting impartial investigations involving law enforcement personnel. And then our case 3, this was happened last 2023, missing Sabungeros investigation, nangyari sa Taal, I guess. Missing Sabungeros case, the case involves dozens of cockfighting enthusiasts, Sabungeros, who disappeared after attending cockfighting events in different parts of the Philippines. The NBI investigated possible links to illegal gambling, kidnapping, and organized criminal groups. Investigators gathered CCTV footage, digital evidence, financial records, and witness testimonies to trace the missing individuals. So, the investigation remained complex due to the lack of physical evidence and the involvement of multiple suspects. The case highlighted the NBI's role in investigating organized crime and large-scale disappearances. And our fourth case happened last 2024, Bamban Pogo investigation. Nasabi na yan kanina. In 2024, authorities raided a Philippine offshore gaming operator, Pogo, compound in Bamban, Tarlac after reports of illegal activities. The investigation uncovered evidence of human trafficking, online scams, illegal detention, and identity fraud involving foreign nationals. The NBI worked with other government agencies to collect digital evidence, conduct forensic examinations, and identify those responsible. So the investigation led the criminal charges against several individuals connected to the operation. The case demonstrates the NBI's capability in combating cybercrime, transnational crime, and human trafficking through multiple agencies' cooperations. Lastly, the case of Peter Gerard Scali. In 2015, the NBI led a major investigation that resulted in the arrest of Australian national Peter Scali in the Philippines. He operated an international online child exploitation network through the dark web. The investigation involved intelligence gathering, digital forensics, and cooperation with international law enforcement agencies. Scali was arrested in February 2015 and was later convicted by Philippine courts, receiving life imprisonment without parole along with additional prison sentences for crimes including qualified trafficking, rape, child abuse, and child pornography. So this case is considered one of the NBI's most significant cybercrime investigations because it demonstrated the agency's capability to combat international child exploitation through advanced digital investigation and international cooperations. So, to conclude our report, the National Bureau of Investigation plays a vital role in protecting the Filipino people by investigating serious crimes, gathering evidence, conducting forensic examinations, and supporting the country's justice system. Through its specialized divisions, highly trained personnel, and coordination with other law enforcement agencies, the NBI helps ensure that criminals are brought to justice while upholding the rule of law. Understanding the NBI's history, functions, jurisdiction, and organizational structure highlights its importance in maintaining peace, public safety, and national security. As crime continue to evolve, the NBI remains committed to professionalism, integrity, and excellence in serving the nation. So even though we discuss different um, thoughts about our topics, but the main goal of the NBI is to serve, protect, and maintain peace and order here in the Philippines, or um, here in our country. So that's all. Thank you.